Dieses Schwanz ist mir gegangen. Good morning, Deepak.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
दीपक मैं देख रहा हूँ
हाँ.
as per name most of the
ఓకే నేను
people
అసలు
who have
ఎంత మందికి
joined
ఇచ్చానో అది మళ్ళీ ఇప్పుడు అందరికి పంపాలి.
most of the friends who have joined are from
Okay,
north
okay.
side so
Are from
as per name from the north side
north side.
as per the name
हाँ.
so it will be repetition मतलब
So that will
it is
be
totally in English. This is
repetition.
अच्छा ना,
Yeah.
that will be good for most of the people. आपने सर ज्वाइन कब करा था? 90 में ना?
मैंने
हाँ,
या मेरा अप्रेजल शुरू होता है 91 से
91 से.
यस यस
Kadaria sir, good morning.
गुड मॉर्निंग रंजन जी, कैसे हैं?
Great, sir.
So good to see you. Always
Yeah, same
smiling.
here, sir. Same here, sir.
Yeah, Vamsi, I am connected.
एमसी नजर नहीं आया था
వంశీ है सर, he is there. Good morning, Vinit ji. Good morning,
गुड मॉर्निंग
Deepak ji.
मैम गुड मॉर्निंग
So Vamsi is there. He is on the YouTube.
अच्छा ही इज हैंडलिंग द यूट्यूब ओके
Yeah,
ओके
yeah.
ओके
He is actually enabling it.
Friends, I have just got information from our technical coordinator, Mr. Vamsidar, that there was a bug in the previous YouTube link. So he has shared the new YouTube link. So kindly join through the new YouTube link. For those who have not joined through Zoom, they can join through the new YouTube link, which he has just shared. Vamsi, please share the new YouTube link with me. I'll put it on the All India group because many people are waiting for there. Are you hearing me?
Deepak ji, I'll share it with you.
Yeah,
now.
please,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, Vamsi, I've shared.
First one will talk or first you will talk?
एक मिनट में थोड़ी बेसी आगे कोने में हाँ
Good morning, friends.
Good morning. Good morning.
I welcome you all to the session by the All India SBA Forum, that is AISBAF, the Performers Forum. I welcome all the officials who are watching and all the LICA friends who are our elder brothers, our SBS, our aspiring SBS, our development officers, and all the advisor friends. This is indeed a privilege because All India SBA Forum has been all about training, that is empowering and enabling our members and the participant teams also in the process of, to be able to perform better and better. And this is but a small effort in the process of empowering all our people. Last fortnight session by Vineet Paliwalji was such a hit, actually, that we thought we should follow it up with the same to enable our people to how to do MDRT in the next coming 50 days, so that they will also learn that, ULIPs are a useful tool for performing MDRT, not just our conventional plans. And mostly here, it would be remiss of me if I do not acknowledge the previous leaders, Mr. Milind Mane and Shri Subhash Gangwar, in their efforts to actually take this forum forward in such a wonderful way. And there have been innumerable people who have been supporting from the back also. All their names I will not be able to take now. But still, this series has started during COVID. And it has enabled so many people in these 5 years that we have decided to continue it in a big way. Here I should actually thank the North Zone, particularly Manoj Pandeji and Deepak Kataria ji, because they have actually taken it forward in a big way. And through them, we got to know our special guest today, Shri Vineet Paliwalji, and who have actually given us a totally different perspective on the ULIP plans. And I was really amazed in the previous session that, so many of us, we were not able to actually take it forward to the advisor community in a big way, because that time it was only in Hindi. And this time we thought, especially for the South people, Sir has kindly consented to do it in English also, a mix of both English and Hindi for us. So it would be a wonderful advantage for all of you. Please do take it forward. I do not want to take much of your time. Handing over to Deepak ji for a wonderful introduction to Vineet Paliwalji, who have been kind enough to give his valuable time on a Sunday for us. Thank you.
Thank you, Vani ma'am, and great good morning to all of you. First of all, I'll congratulate Vani ma'am for such an initiative, because the job of a leader is to create more leaders. And the way through the knowledge empowerment, she's creating more and more leaders. It is really commendable. This is the need of the hour. And friends, at any juncture of life, we have two options, either to lead or bleed. I think nobody would like to bleed here. Everybody would like to lead. So to lead, we must have the contemporary concepts and the knowledge to excel in our careers. And we have to remember one thing, one statement given by the great Alvin Toffler, that the intellectual of 21st century will not be the one who has more degrees with them. It will be the person who can learn, unlearn, and relearn. So this is the time to relearn a lot of things. We have to shed a lot of our previous beliefs away from us, and we have to bring back those realities, the basics, which are required in this modern world. So to tell you more about it, our today's master trainer, Mr. Vineet Paliwal, a very good friend of mine. He is with LIC since 1990. He is an SBA in branch Roopnagar in Delhi, Division 2. I am associated to him for the last, say, around 34, 35 years. And in the last 20 years, what I have learned from him was a very different way of looking at the insurance products. He has been pioneer in our division in introducing the employer-employee and the key man concepts and the partnership insurance concepts. And in this modern world, where our conventional products are lacking somewhere to be put into this new format of the employer-employee and other concepts, the way he has done research on the mutual funds and the ULIPs and how ULIPs can actually replace our other conventional products to give us a very big premium in the form of these latest contemporary concepts of doing insurance through the employer-employee and other concepts which he will be sharing. I will not be disclosing all of the things because he is going to tell you more about that. So he is a wonderful person. He has done analytical research on the mutual funds and ULIPs, and where the ULIPs have more advantages over mutual funds and how we can make the optimum utilization of the ULIP products in our working to gain more and more premium. Even in one shot, you can become MDRT. You can bring 50 lakhs premium in employer-employee insurance, doing it through ULIPs. You can become a MDRT, you can become a Galaxy Club member. So I'll not take much time like Vani ma'am because it is a very important session and Vineet ji has a lot to discuss on that. So I welcome Mr. Vineet Paliwal, a great analyst, financial analyst we have with us. Over to you, Paliwal ji.
Thanks. Thank you, Deepak. Thanks a lot, Vanishri madam, for joining us again and organizing this webinar for the specifically South India in English. I'm not so fluent in English, but I will try to be maximum in English. It may be English also, Hindi plus English, but I will try my best to be in English. So first of all, friends, I would like to say that I don't know in South India how's it going on, but in Delhi NCR, especially in Mumbai, Delhi, metropolitan cities, and especially in Delhi, we are facing a lot of competition from mutual funds. Our market share has been eaten by the mutual fund in a very big size. So then this training material was created that as mutual fund is having a advantage of no lock-in period or something others. We have also advantages. We have so many special advantages which that government has given to us only. So why not to focus on that? So keeping that in mind, we have created this training material. It's good that all my friends like it, and at the cost of repetition, today also again a webinar is going on. So I want to, first of all, I don't know, interaction. No, interaction is after the webinar. Okay. In South India, I must be hoping that there must be a stiffness or competition from mutual fund also. So the need of this training material and the usefulness of this training material must be at a greater importance in South India also. Friends, as you know, in NPS, we discussed about the NPS that there is a special government has given a special advantage to NPS, that 50,000 in Section 80C is given to them. That is a kind of advantage we are time and again discuss among ourselves. Like that, we have 10 times more advantages in ULIP, but we have not focused on that. That advantages government has given to us only, being in insurance sector. And we are not focusing on those advantages. And if we lose the time, we are making a loss to us ourselves. And those advantages, if I'm not wrong, in a way may be called as the loopholes. that we must use as early as possible. And as soon as government authorities take a note of that, they may also withdraw. So as soon as if it doesn't becomes a negative note on government authorities like SEBI and RBI, let us use it to the maximum. So friends, I will request Chitranjan to start with the PPTs.
Right,
And
right,
before
sir.
that,
Right.
Chitranjan ji, I'll just take a few seconds.
yes.
Yes.
Friends, I have just shared, and all the leaders have already shared the new YouTube link to join through YouTube. So kindly just forward it to because many people are unable to join through YouTube. So kindly do it fast, so then everyone should be benefited with this session. Thank you so much.
So friends, before starting it, the aim of this training material, the aim of this PPT, the aim of this webinar, I want to clear, is not a comparison, is not demean any other product. It is focusing totally on the advantages what we are having and how we should use that. Don't say that, don't start in keeping the comparison between mutual fund and ULIP. It is only the advantage that we are having and mutual funds are not having. So the government has given us so many Astra Shastra and Brahmastra exclusively to us. So why to be in the comparison, in the rat race of comparison, and why should we mingle in any kind of comparison? Why should we be in the rat race? So we should focus on the advantages. Let us start. Chitanji, please start.
Right, sir. Right.
So the topic of the webinar is only this: advantages of unit-linked insurance over mutual fund. What we are having and what mutual funds are not having. We should make best use of it. So number one, next, Chitanji. First of all, you must be knowing deposit of cash. 1,99,000 through cash. You all must be knowing that per PAN card per day, we can take 1,99,000. And cash deposit is not possible in mutual funds. It is neither possible in private companies also. It is blessed. We are blessed only that we are having such a great facility that in a single day on single PAN card, we can receive 1,99,000 through cash. But friends, don't use to such an extent that it may come to the notice. To an extent, it is okay. You may use, because after 10 lakh, it is to be, it may come to the notice of authorities. And LIC also keep vouch on this. So use it to a moderate level. And it is a great use because neither private company nor mutual fund, even banks, if you there's a limit to deposit in bank. So banks are also not free for you, for any client, policyholder, or any person to deposit any amount of cash. So the organization left with is only the LIC. Whether rich, whether poor, or any class of the society, they are having cash to deposit. Indian economy is not still fully digitalization. Use of cash is still there. You take a example of the lower segment of the society, say any petty shopkeeper, any fisherman in South, if I concern with the South India, they gain through cash. If I say in the middle class, priests to the temples, they receive their dakshina in cash. Rich people also have enough cash where they will deposit. To a very small segment, if I give an example, because in South India I visited so many temples, priests are highly regarded, and all the dakshina is given in cash. Please tell me where they will deposit. A very meager amount of 3, 4, 5 lakhs he want to deposit out of his earning. Where he will go? If we will not contact him, he will misuse it. So friends, this is a small example, but you are better know that so many areas, so many segments are there where you can use this segment to a very excellent level. So next, Chitranji, next please.
Sir, it is per day.
Yeah, 1,99,000 per day per PAN card. In a family, husband, wife, father, mother, even if there are major children, This is 199 per day per PAN card. And there is no upper limit, but you use it to a moderate level. Don't cross 8 to 10 lakhs in a year for one PAN card. In a family, there are 3 to 4 PAN cards. You can use 30, 40 lakhs. Yeah, 20, 30 lakhs. That is more than enough. Second, friends, employer-employee through ULIP. It is not possible in mutual funds. I'm not going to teach employer-employee because that is a very big subject, big topic. And it's a full webinar material. I will go, I think most of the SBAs know about employer-employee. They must be using it. But friends, this is not possible in mutual funds. If I ask, for an example, to a businessman or to an entrepreneur, that any mutual fund friend goes and say that I will take your amount invested in mutual fund, and that can be counted as a business expense in your books. How it happen? If a bank manager go to a client and say that I can take a deposit and that you can claim as a business expense, see what will happen. There is a long queue. There will be a long queue in front of the banks and mutual fund houses. But they can't do. Friends, you can do. You can sell ULIP through employer-employee. If the proposer, if the client want to go in the equity segment through mutual fund to ULIP, mutual fund cannot do, you can do. You can take the deposit, you can take the investment through ULIP in LIC because we are in the insurance sector. And insurance sector provides the employer-employee insurance. What will happen, say, if you just, I'm just giving one short example. Let us say you propose and the client has also agreed, 10 lakhs yearly premium he give for 5 years. He will save around about 25% the minimum. It may go to 30, 35. But we take the 25%. 25% he is saving. In 5 years, out of 50 lakh, he has saved at the rate of 25%, 12.5 lakh. And after 5 years, he redeem his policy and get the back. Out of 50, he gain and he take the 70 lakh as a maturity proceed, as a surrender proceed, you can say. He will give only 12.5% on 70 lakh. Deferment of the tax is there. Lower part of the tax is there. He is saving 25% and giving 12.5%. He is also enjoying insurance, 10 times insurance on that. What else he want? So this is a small example. So employer-employee is a very huge opportunity for us through ULIP because conventional plans are now very hard to sell. People want equity, either guaranteed 20-25% and 70-75% people want equity. And equity through company, claiming it as a business expense, they must have not heard about. You are the persons who will inform them, who will communicate with them. So go to the market, go to the higher segment of the society, go to the entrepreneurs, go to the business enterprises, and discuss about the employer-employee. You will definitely get a huge amount of premium. In a single shot, what Deepak has already said, in a single shot, you can do MDRT. In a single shot, you can do COT, and people are doing it. The short term, with a 5-year tenure, for the equity market, claiming it as business expense, enjoying 10-time insurance, there's a wholesome package through employer-employee. We must advertise, we must use this employer-employee concept to the maximum, friends. Now the proprietary concern, partnership concern, private limited, public limited, all type of business enterprise can take this employer-employee. Why we are sitting, why don't we go to the market and take best advantage? So friends, next. Mail order business. Friends, I think South India is most of the NRIs, I think maximum NRIs belong to South India, as far as I know. I don't know to what extent they are using mail order business, but this is a great advantage because mutual fund cannot sell their schemes or whatever through the mail order to the NRIs. If your client, if your known person is sitting in US, Canada, Dubai, UAE, where you can sell ULIP sitting here, but mutual fund distributor cannot sell mutual fund like in this, through this concept. NRI must be here in India to take the mutual fund or to invest in mutual fund. Like we were before the mail order business concept, what we are having the rule that NRI must be in the country. Similarly, in mutual fund also, for the last 2 years, there's a rule that NRI should be here in India for investment in mutual funds. So mail order business is only for you. Mutual fund people cannot enter here. And there's a huge market of NRI, huge market with a lot of money. And you can sell ULIPs sitting here through mail order. And this is a great opportunity exclusively for you. No competition, no comparison. It is because you can only do. Mutual fund cannot sell through mail order. So friends, make best use of it. It is only for you, not for mutual funds. Next. Even if NRI is in India, it is not easy to sell mutual fund to him because generally NRIs come for 10-15 days and then go back. In the meantime, for mutual fund people, it is very difficult to get his KYC pre-approved, FATCA pre-approved, because in mutual fund, pre-approval of all this KYC and FATCA is required. What we do, we submit KYC, we submit FATCA, and the case is there. We deposit in the morning and we give the FPR in the evening. In mutual fund, it is not possible. For NRI, pre-approval of KYC is required, pre-approval of FATCA is required, and that takes at least 10-12 days. When the approval comes, then the other formalities comes in between. Before that, if the NRI goes back, then it becomes, it cannot happen. So it is also an opportunity that you approach the NRI who is now in India, that I can do your investment in a single day. Even it is, if he's a longer time and pre-approval of his KYC and FATCA has been done, he cannot choose the fund of his choice because the big fund house having 30,000, 20,000, 10,000 crore of their AMU doesn't take fund from NRIs, especially from US and Canada NRIs, because of the compliance they had to meet out. Only the small fund house having high expense ratio take the funds from the NRIs because they need fund. All established having big AMU, they deter from these NRIs investment. Either they take in their new funds, but from everybody want to invest in the old mutual funds having lesser expense ratio, it is not possible for NRI to invest on those. So again, you are blessed, you are privileged in this. You have advantage that there is no such compulsion in our business. As the mutual fund is, KYC of mutual fund is regulated by SEBI, and in ULIP, our KYC is regulated by IRDA. We have much more liberalized, flexible KYC compliance rather than mutual fund. So friends, make best use of it. NRIs even in India, they find it hard to invest in mutual fund, whereas you are blessed that no such formalities, no such large formalities are there. Same as we do for the Indians, same you do for the NRIs, and in the same fashion, the same way you can complete the proposal in a single day. So it is also a very, very big advantage. Next, please. This you must all be knowing, tax returns for premium up to 250,000 per annum. This is also an advantage that you can give a tax-free maturity if the 10-time insurance is there, and we are using of it. I think it's a much known advantage rather than other advantages, that up to 250,000, giving a 10-time insurance, we can sell the ULIP in non-taxable proceeds, which is not possible in mutual funds. Next, please. Friends, this is a very interesting concept. ULIP through Married Women Property Act. It is not possible in mutual funds. Married Women Property Act is for the insurance sector. You must be knowing what is Married Women Property Act. If not, so you ask your mentor, SBAs, about this concept. A little bit I can tell you. Any policies done through Married Women Property Act cannot be attached by any authority, even Supreme Court of India, any tax authority, any court of law, even Supreme Court of India, because it is passed through an act. ULIP, that is again a mutual, it is again a equity product.
Sir,
That also can be done.
sir, interrupt कर सकता हूँ क्या?
नहीं, बाद में. After the
Oh.
webinar, you can put your
Sir,
questions.
If
Let
there
it
are
be the
any
flow.
questions, please actually send it on a message platform, chat platform. We can do that, or you can simply ask after it. Please do not.
Yeah. After the webinar, you can ask.
Thank you.
So, Married Women Property Act, if I give an example, the area where we can sell the Married Women Property Act, the detail you can ask through from your development officer, SPA. But for an example, all who have taken a huge loans, all who are in the business of risky business, who are doing share trading, F&O, who are doing builders and startups, this concept may be very useful to those. If I give an example, that person who has started a new venture, new startup, has taken a huge amount of loans, say, let us say, he has taken 10 crore of loans and is worried. He is not able to expand his business. Because of the worry, if I go ahead and something happens negatively, my family can be on the road. If it fails, all my property will be attached. All my business, enterprises, my factory, my godown, my house, all will be attached by the government if I'm a failure in the loan. You can suggest that you have taken a loan of 10 crore. Please take 10 lakh more. Take a 10, 20 lakh more of the loan and invest in our ULIP. 10 time insurance is there. Your family will not, in case of any mishappening, death, the 1 crore of the claim will go to the beneficiary. In this Married Women Property Act, you have to make a beneficiary. You have to make your wife as a beneficiary, and the whole proceed, whether it is the maturity, whether it is surrender, whether it is death claim, goes to the beneficiary, that is your wife. So, in case you have given a policy of 10 lakh yearly premium, 1 crore insurance is there. After 6 or 7 years, let us say, unfortunately, business he got insolvent and all the properties got attached. But this policy, 60, 70 lakh he has invested here, might have become 1 CR. This 1 CR will go to the wife of that person and nobody can attach. His family will not come to the roads. His family will not suffer. His family is secure. So all these people doing some risky business or are in debt, who have taken a loan or they are starting a new startup, it is a great suggestion you will make to them that take a policy through Married Women Property. It may be his choice that I should go in a ULIP plan or I will go in an equity plan. Then mutual fund cannot give him any rescue. Mutual fund cannot suggest any policy, any fund for him. But you can suggest a ULIP for him because you are doing an insurance sector. You are dealing in insurance sector. Being in insurance sector, you are privileged to sell the policy through Married Women Property Act, and ULIPs are also part of the insurance. ULIPs is also a policy of the insurance. So, friends, Married Women Property Act, we are not using to the extent we should. So, I request all of the friends, use it to the maximum. Next. Friends, is a very interesting. Wait and watch 30 days before paying premium. Any quarterly mode, half yearly mode, yearly mode, we have 30-day time to deposit the premium. If I take a ULIP plan in quarterly mode, after every quarter, I have 30 days to wait and watch. I will pay the premium when the market will be in the correction mode. In 30 days time, 2 or 3 times the market will be in correction mode. I will pay the premium to the maximum extent correction is there. I will wait till last because I think in a 30 days time, 2 or 3 times correction will be there. And every time you are paying at the lowest level, that is a big advantage. It is not possible in mutual funds. In a year, 4 quarters are there and you are getting 120 days to wait and watch. Pay your premium after analyzing the market, after whenever you feel that is the right time to pay them. In mutual fund, if SIP is there, on a given time, it will be directed from the bank. Whether market is high, market is low, it will be his luck. But here, it is in his hand only, when to pay the premium. So, after the due time, he can wait for 30 days. And at the best proper time, you will pay the premium. That is advantage only in the ULIPs. Next, please. It is a very small but very, very useful advantage what we are having. We can purchase ULIP plan through credit card, not possible in mutual funds. And these days I think you must be experiencing that so many people use credit card to pay the renewal premiums. Ask them to purchase new policy also through credit card. They must be also, I know people are also purchasing through credit card. We can send the link and they can pay through credit card from the link. And every bank gives a cashback from 2% to 4%. There is a cashback from the banks. Even our signature card, LIC signature card with the Axis Bank, they give 2% in the LIC premium. So in the last slide, I will show the importance of this credit card. But this is an advantage that we can take the premium through credit cards and take the cashback from the banks. And it makes a high difference. In the coming PPT, I will show you the difference, how to make it a great advantage. So friends, it is also advantage to you. Next. Friends, switching facilities. From the last 8 to 10 years, we know there is a switching facility in ULIPs. But friends, I don't know whether you analyze the importance of this. In mutual fund, switching is not possible. Switching is there, but with the charges. Like, we have 4 funds and can switch in between 4 times free, and after that, 100 rupees per switch. Negligible. In mutual fund, switching free is not possible. If you come out of the equity plan and go to the debt plan, you have to pay the long-term capital gain tax first. Then you enter the debt fund. There the profit is treated as a income to normal income, as it is a FD. And you have to pay tax as per your income bracket. Then you again come back to the equity. And if you come out in a 1 year, you have to pay a short exit charges. These days is approximately 1%. So if I calculate in a given time, one person knows that if I know that in a coming 2 or 3 months, market is going down, in mutual fund, there are 2 options. Either I can see my fund going downwards, my portfolio will come down. I know it will come down and I can only watch. Or I sell my portfolio, I switch means selling, and go to the debt fund. And then again, at a proper time, I come back to the equity fund. Then how much charges would have been paid? Please note down. If I choose to switch in mutual fund, I have to sell my portfolio. Or even if I give a mandate to the fund house to switch my fund from equity to debt fund, even then it is treated as being sold. And we had to pay a long-term capital gain of 12.5% to the government. For example, if I had invested 5 lakh and now it has become 10 lakh. And I know that something is going on in the world and market will come down for the last 2 or 3 months, market will remain in the downtrend and I want to come out. I have to come out of the equity and a long-term capital gain will be charged on 5 lakhs. That means 62,500 I have to pay. Then I will enter in the debt fund and I remain there for the 4 months. This 10 lakh will earn, let us say 7%. 30 to 40,000 will be the profit in 4 months at the rate of 7%. I have to pay if I am in the tax bracket of 30%, I have to pay a tax of 33%. That means 10,000. 62,000 plus 10,000, 72,000. Then at a proper time, I come back from bond fund to equity fund. Then if I exit from a bond fund within a year, I have to pay exit load of 1%. So on 10 lakh, 30,000, 1% exit load of 10,000 again I have to pay. So total one switch has costed me 80,000 rupees, around 80,000 rupees. And if in a tenure of my 10, 20 years when I am there in the mutual fund, if I switches 4 or 5 times, 3-4 lakh rupees I must have paid, which is free in ULIPs. So we know that the switching facilities is there and we know switching are free, but we are not using, we are not channelizing it to the customer to tell the gravity of the importance of the switching facilities. One example I have given you that how much charge on a 10 lakh of fund I have in a single switch I have paid 80,000, which includes long-term capital gain, which include normal profit, tax on the normal profit, and include 1% exit load. It becomes around about 8%, 80,000 on 10 lakh. So give the example to the clients in a numerical way. It will have a great impact on him. And if he's not using in ULIP, if he's not using, he's losing something. So use this advantage to a maximum amount. We are not using it. So friends, switching facilities, we all for the last 10 years, from the time the ULIP has come, we know it that it is the facilities, but we are not using. Frankly, we are not using. We must use it in a very, very categorical way, in a very, very technical way, telling the party about the importance of this in a numerical way. Next. Friends, one more very small advantage is there. Bond fund oblique debt fund in mutual funds attract full taxation like fixed deposit. If a person who has switched from equity to bond fund, keeping the scenario of the market in mind, he must have paid a normal taxation on the profit. Whereas in ULIPs, whether you are in equity fund, whether you are in bond fund, whether you are in secure fund, whether you are in balance fund, or you are making switches in a year so many times, the taxation is either non-taxable or long-term capital gain if it is more than 2,50,000. So it is again a very, very good advantage that you can tell to the parties that in any fund you remain, the taxation is same. Yes, friend. This is for our advisor friends. Friend, this is a NSDL or CSDL statement. What we receive if we invest in shares, if we have a depository account, demat account, then we get a statement from NSDL or CSDL every quarterly. There, all the holdings we are having in the equity, that is shown. All the portfolio what we are having in mutual fund, that is shown. And this is what the brokerage has been paid to your distributor. This is also shown. This slide is about what commission is being paid to the distributor. Although from the government perspective, it is a transparency should be there and all that, but I will call it a risky exposure with overloaded information. This is overloaded information. Nobody would like to get it that your client should be informed that what the commission has been paid to you. It is not fair as my view is concerned. So friends, please Khandanji show the second last if it is not clear to all. No. Second last column is the same. Please, yes. Commission paid to distributor. This column might not be seen, so please focus on this. This is, yes. Please watch the second last column, commission paid to distributor. In mutual fund, a distributor is very apparent to his client that so much commission he has received out of his investment. And your client may ask you, brother, if he has a 2 crore portfolio, 3 crore portfolio, brother, out of this, you have received 2 lakh to 2,50,000, and he may take it in any way. Sometimes we have seen the portfolio comes down from 2 crore to 1.5 crore. He complained that my portfolio is coming down, you are getting the same commission. What is this? He became always a complainant. Whenever he sees this, that this much amount has been gone as a commission to the distributor. We are blessed, friends, that we are not having such a transparency system right now. But in future, it is proposed. But right now, we are not exposed to this kind of exposure. So also this advantage, if you are blessed, you sell ULIP and remain confident that no such information is going to is passing on to the customer. So again, it is advantage to you also. That this kind of transparency is not there in ULIP. Next. Friends, in mutual fund, redemption amount will be paid only the under guardian account of the child. This is if a father has invested on his minor children in mutual fund. At the time of redemption, and the child is not attained the age of majority, say 18 years, he has to open a under guardianship account and the proceed will come in that. Next, second, grandparents cannot propose if parents are alive. Grandparents have to take legal certificate of guardianship if you want to finance on grandson. In mutual fund, if parents are alive, grandparents cannot propose to their grandchildren. Friends, you all know the money lies with the senior citizens. Senior citizens always have ample money in their bank account, and emotionally they are attached to their grandchildren's. Mutual fund cannot take their funds. Okay. But in ULIP, you all know, if the parents are alive, even grandparents can propose on their grandson, daughter, even if parents are alive. It is very simple process in ULIPs. And it is very interesting. The last column, Chitranji, please focus on this in ULIP in the second part of this proposer can redeem. Very interesting. If a grandfather has proposed his grandson at the age of 5, after the lock-in period is over, say when the child has become the 10-year-old, but has not attained the age of majority, proposer can redeem the policy and take the amount in his account. We can propose to the grandparents who says that we don't have policies for the senior citizens having tax-free returns. We should suggest to the grandparents, take a policy on the life of grandchildren, give them 10-time insurance, whole control is in your hands before he becomes the major, and you will receive a tax-free return whenever you want, but before the child attains the age of majority. As I have given the example, at the age 5 or 6 or 7, you have given the policy. After the lock-in period is over, grandfather, grandmother can redeem this policy anytime and take the amount in his or her account. This is a great advantage. The whole senior citizen, grandparents, grandfather, grandmother, parental or this maternal side, all these 4 grandparents can propose on their grandchildren, which wherein mutual fund is not possible. In mutual fund, only father or mother can finance or can take a mutual fund on their children's life. But grandparents cannot. Grandparents has to take a legal guardianship certificate if parents are alive. So this area is also of great importance. This is also a huge area is there for you to use it to the maximum. I think we have not used it, showing the difference between mutual fund and ULIP, that, dear sir, you cannot invest on your grandchildren life in mutual fund. It is only me who can give a policy through market, through ULIP, what will be invested in market, reap the benefit of the market, take the maturity tax-free in your account before the child becomes major. Total control over the policy. So friends, this is also a great opportunity, a great advantage with you, with all of us, and we should use it to the maximum. Next. Friends, please focus on this. I have told you the value, the utility of the credit card earlier. Now, see the utility of the credit card. This is about the single premium plan. If an agent, if our advisor friend take on his life or on the life of any of our family member, what he gets. If he is thinking, because everyone invest either in FD or mutual fund, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, small amount, if he is thinking of investing, please watch this slide. In a single premium plan, say Nivesh Plus, I'm proposing here Nivesh Plus to an agent itself. What he gets? 2% commission. Every time there is a contest of 1% to 2%. And if he pays through credit card, he will get from 2% to 4% a cashback from the bank. And LIC also give after 5 years 3% cashback. So taking a Nivesh Plus of small, the minimum amount of 1,25,000, he is getting 8 to 11% benefit, a guaranteed benefit right through, which is not possible in mutual fund and not possible in FD. Where we invest, either mutual fund or in FD or in policies. if we are thinking about the single premium, think twice, friend. Take note of this slide. If you are investing in Nivesh Plus, you are getting a 8% guaranteed benefit in the beginning itself, 3% after 5 years, and the 5% at the time of investment. Fringe benefits are apart, like some utility item. It is always there. I'm not discussing that. I'm discussing only the structured amount what you are getting. Repeating again, 2% commission, 1 to 2% contest, cashback by the banks, and guaranteed addition by the LIC. On a single investment of 2 lakh, 1,25,000, you are getting 8% itself as a guaranteed in the beginning itself. And the NAV is another part. I'm not discussing the returns, IRR. That is your part. That is your luck. But what LIC is giving, 8% right through. So think twice before investing. And we have 12 lakh agents in the country, friends. If 20-30% agents take this policy of Nivesh Plus on their life, on averaging 2 lakh per agent, just see 3 lakh agents investing 2 lakh on an average, we can create another world record of 5,000 or 6,000 crore in a single day through this Nivesh Plus. And I don't think there's any better product you'll be having for the single premium plan if you don't have any problem with the 5-year lock-in. So friends, think twice before investing. Nivesh Plus is there where you are getting an advantage out rather than other products in the form of mutual fund or bank FD. So this is about the advantages we are having in ULIP, but we are not using it. Use it to the maximum. This is my request. So my first part of this today's webinar is over. That is the advantages of unit-linked. So friends, feel advantages with ULIP. You are blessed. You are advantage with 10 times more than the NPS. NPS is having one advantage of tax benefit. You have 10 or 12 advantages which other products are not having. So this is the first part of my webinar. Now I ask Vanishri Madam, Deepak, should we start the second part or should we take a break of 1 minute?
Sir, I think we can, or if you require, we can take a break, sir.
I have taken water. My break is over. So we start. Should we start? Okay.
Definitely, sir.
Chitanjan, let us start the
Thank
second.
you so much.
So friends, my first part was the exclusive advantages what we are having. There is no competition. There is no comparison. Only we are there to sell. Do you have any market where you are the only selling person? Can you imagine any market where you are only the seller? You have such a unique product that you can only sell. No one else. Yes, it is the market where you have the ULIPs, you have the concepts for the benefit of the clients that you can only sell. What I have discussed just right now. And all these concepts can attract huge premiums. Employee can attract huge premium. Mail order, huge premium. Married Women Property Act, huge premium. So all these concepts can fetch you a very good amount of premium if you use it in an effective way. So friends, now I'm coming to a critical comparison. I'm not saying mutual funds are wrong and ULIPs are sahi hai, ULIP sahi hai, mutual funds sahi hai. I'm not going on that. I am doing a fair critical analysis. I am doing an analysis on the basis of facts that people say mutual funds have higher IRR because they are less expensive. ULIPs are costly. So all the bloggers, all the experts in TV, they have created a narrative that ULIPs are costly. If you want to invest in equity through any intermediaries, go through mutual funds. ULIPs are because the ULIPs are expensive. You will get a better IRR in the mutual funds. Take term insurance and go for the mutual fund. The difference, friends, is not too much what has been created. In ULIP, we have now, when for the last 2, 3, 4 years, when the regulation has come forward and our ULIPs are being regulated in a very good way, now ULIPs are very, very economical. Let us see how ULIPs are costly or not. Let us see. So, Chittaranjan ji. Please go to the slide of the hybrid fund analysis. Friends, here I will want to clear. No, next.
Sir,
next. It is not
can we
multi-cap.
receive
Next one.
a recording?
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, everything you'll receive. Please, after the webinar, whatever you want, you will receive. So, friends, our ULIP, our growth fund in ULIP is basically a hybrid fund, because in growth fund, 40% to 80% we invest in equity. And in a hybrid fund, also 65% is invested in ULIP. So our growth fund is basically a hybrid fund. This is the analysis of all the hybrid fund in mutual fund we are having these days. Please, Chitranji, focus on the expense ratio. Please focus, highlight the expense ratio. Yeah, that is enough. Friends, please look at this column. Expense ratio of all mutual funds. Some is having 1.38, some is having 2%, some is having 2.38, like blah, blah, blah. So we cannot compare with each and every fund house, each and every AMU, each and every fund house. We will take average of the expense ratio in mutual fund industry of a hybrid fund. So the average of expense ratio in mutual fund of a hybrid fund is 2.06, highlighted in yellow. Okay, so please note down that the expense ratio, a average expense ratio in mutual fund is 2.06. Okay, so we will first analyze what is our expense and what is the expense of mutual funds. So note down, expense of a mutual fund is 2.0. Mutual fund operates on a average expense ratio of 2.06. Next, please. Please, next, Chitanji. Yeah. Friends, in mutual fund, as you have just watched, the expense ratio, I have taken a 2% average expense ratio in mutual fund, because we have a lock-in of 5 years. For the 5 year, the mutual fund will be charging you 10% total, 2% every year on fund. For 5 years, it is 10%. So the expense ratio, 2% per annum, it is calculated on a daily basis, deduction on a daily basis while calculating NAV. Whenever the fund manager calculates the NAV, it is being charged at the time daily, on the daily basis when they are calculating the NAV. It is 2% per annum, chargeable daily at the time of calculating NAV on daily basis. Now come to the ULIP. We have allocation charges of 3.3% upfront, one time. This is example of Nivesh Plus, one time. So this is the analysis is on the single premium, Nivesh Plus versus mutual fund single one-time investment. Here we have allocation charges of 3.3% upfront, one time. Risk cover charges are to be returned on maturity. So I'm not taking that, although that is also very minuscule, very, very less. Because if we invest 5 lakh, 6.25 lakh is the investment, is the insurance, 1.25 lakh is to be counted as for the risk coverage charges. Very, very less charges are there. And that too is to be returned on maturity. So I'm not taking the risk cover charges. And the third, most important, is the fund management charges. That is 1.35% per annum. In the same way, the expense ratio is being calculated. Our FMC is being charged the same way while calculating the NAV. For 5 years, our charges are 3.3% one time plus 6.75 for 5 years, total 10.05. I think all got it. In mutual fund, for the 5 year, the charges are 10%. In ULIP, the charges for 5 years is 10.05. It is more or less equal. But what happened in the next 5 years? In the first 5 years, it is almost equal. What happened in the next 5 years? Chitanji, next. 5-year projection. In mutual fund, expense ratio would be 10 years into 2, 20% total. And in ULIP, one-time allocation 3.3. And FMC for 10 years, 1.35 into 10, 13.5, total 16.8. So friends, the effect is coming out. In mutual fund, in the 10 years, the total expense would have been 20%, and in ULIP, total expense would be 16.8%. We are much economical than mutual fund from 5th to 10 year. Next. What will happen in 10 to 15th year? Mutual fund, I have taken cost expense ratio as a 1.5 because as the fund grows, as its AMU grows, the expense ratio comes down. One can say why you are taking 2% throughout. After 10 years, the fund must have gone in multiple crores, then the expense ratio would have come down. So I have taken the expense ratio as 1.5%. So the first 10 year, the expense ratio, total expenses were 20%, and the next for 5 years, the expense is 7.5%. Total, it would be 27.5%. And in ULIP, same 3.3% one time, and for 15 years, it will be 20.25, and total it is 23.55%. That is, from 10 to 15 year, after 15th year, I can say, total charges taken by the mutual fund will be 27.5%. Where in ULIP, total charges would be 23.55%, 4% less than mutual fund. If I take a growth, because the picture doesn't end here, I must take, there is a growth of 10%, maybe 15%, maybe 20%. I have taken example of growth of 10%. If there's a growth of 10% on fund, what the difference will be? Difference will be increased. You will see the next slide. Chitranji, next, please. Friends, let us say the fund is growing at the rate of 10%. In the first year, the charge will be on 5 lakh. In second year, the charge will be on 5.5 lakh. In the third year, charge will be on 6.05. On the fourth year, charges will be on the 6,65,000. Total charges in 10 year, if the fund is growing on the base on the at the rate of 10%, would have been 1,61,000 in mutual fund. In ULIP, same growth at the rate of 10%, the total charges in 10 year would be 1,24,075. A client has given around about 40,000 more in mutual fund, even in 10 years, if the growth is at the rate of 10%. If the growth is at the rate of 15%, the difference would be 1.5 times. The difference would have been 60,000. So friends, it is now you can visualize ULIPs are much economical. Single premium ULIP is much economical than mutual fund. It is in front of you. I'm not saying theoretically, it is practically in front of you that we are much economical than the mutual fund. So this myth should be avoided. This myth should be clear that ULIPs, single premium, I'm saying, are not costly than mutual fund. They are much more economical than the mutual fund. Let us come to the second analysis of the IRR, of the returns. It is a narrative in the market that mutual fund give a better return than ULIPs. But friends, the difference is not too much. Let us see. You will be surprised that we are not far behind. We compete with the mutual funds as good as any other fund. So, Chaitanya ji, again on the analysis of the hybrid fund, please. Please show the PPT of hybrid fund, which we have utilized in the first one. Chaitanya ji, third one. Analysis of hybrid fund, third number PPT. Third, okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Please. Friends, just see this. Actually, this PPT was made on 30th October because our earlier webinar was on 2nd November. So this analysis was done on 31st October. So this is a figure of 31st October. 1 year average return in hybrid fund of mutual fund was 5.9%. 1 year return. In the last yellow highlighted column, if you see, the average IRR, CAGR of a hybrid fund in mutual fund is 5.09. If we see the hierarchy, top one is, Jitanji, please make it short. Please make it little bit. थोड़ा छोटा कीजिए. Yes. Highest return giving is 12.42, then 11.53, then 10.25, then 9.97, 9.36, 8.56, then come down. Even some fund houses are giving minus also. But the average, if we go through, it is average return in mutual fund is 5.09. Please, and the 3-year IRR in mutual fund average is 14.46, and 5-year RR in a hybrid mutual fund is 17.14, and for 10-year it is 11.78. Please note down. For 1 year, why 5.09, for 3 year 14 something, for 5 year 17.14, and for 10 year it is 11.78% in mutual fund. Please note down. Now we'll come to the Nivesh Plus of LIC. Chitranji, please show that money control. Yeah. Next. Okay, hold on. Please. Friends, we all use the app of Smart All-in-One. I think you must all be using it, Smart All-in-One. This is a presentation of Smart All-in-One Nivesh Plus, single premium of 2 lakh. On 31st October, NAV growth in Nivesh Plus was 15.29. If it is showing 15.29 and I have invested 2 lakh, 5 year in the inception in 20s in 2020. As I told you, the charges 3.3% allocation charges that is being deducted 6675, and next year little bit of risk charges, and then after there is no charge because FMC charges is being calculated in NAV section. If you see, while calculating NAV, FMC charges are adjusted there itself. So after 1 year, there are, even after 2 years, there are no charges. The second is only the risk or charge of 37 rupees. So if the NAV growth is 15.29, total growth itself will be around 15%. If I invested 2 lakh and 6,675 charges are being deducted, my investment will be of 1,93,000, around 1,94,000. So the 15% IRR will be there after 5 years. If the total IRR is 15.29, reduce the charges, it will be around 15 or little bit less of 15%. We will see the practical of this maturity. I have because there is a maturity, there is a redemption application in the month of October itself. Completing the 5 year, I will show the practical value of that. Please, Chitranji, a 5 year surrender, next one. Next. Yeah, please, no, before one. Earlier one. इससे पहले वाली. इससे पहले वाली. Yes. Friends, this redemption came in the month of October while I was preparing this. Just see in the last, investment date was 2020, 29th May 2020. 1 lakh amount was invested. Then minimum amount was not 1,25,000. Minimum amount invested was 1 lakh. So the person has invested 1 lakh in 2020. And in the month of beginning of the October, this redemption came when the NAV of the Nivesh Plus was 22. Just see here. And he was receiving the amount of 2,01,000. That is 1 lakh invested 5 years earlier was giving him double amount, 2,01,000 just after 5 years. At that time, the NAV was 22. Nowadays, the NAV is 22.3 or 22.4. But if we take the NAV as a 22, the amount is getting double in 5 years. If you use your this financial calculator, you will find doubling in 5 years, that means IRR of 15%. In Nivesh Plus, we are getting 15% IRR or CAGR. Whereas you have seen in mutual fund, 5-year average return was 17%. So 17% in mutual fund, 15% ULIP, taking all the advantages what you have discussed is nothing less, is nothing that we can say that the returns are less. Now we will see the returns of 3 years. Chitanji, please, next slide. 3 returns. Next one. No. Yeah, no. Next. You are going backside. Next one. Yes. No, previous one. Yes. This is example of 3 years. This person has invested in 22. And in 25, he has also invested in Nivesh Plus, so 1 lakh amount he has invested. Nowadays, his value is 1,45,000. Again, fetching a return of around 14%. So please note down, we are getting in Nivesh Plus IRR of 15% for 5 years, 14% for 3 years, and for 1 year. Chetanji, please show the slide of that money control. Yes, please. Friends, on 31st October, when I was preparing the slide, the return of Nivesh Plus for 1 year was 8.9%. The return for 1 year was 8.9%. Now we'll compare. In Nivesh Plus, we have IRR for 1 year 8.9, for 3 year 14, around 14, and for 5 year it is around 15%. What you are having as an average return in mutual fund, that was again for 1 year it was 5.09, for 3 year it was around 14, and for 5 year it was around 17. So almost equal. Please show, Chitraji, next again. Please show the slide of that analysis, hybrid funds analysis. You will find almost equal returns in mutual fund. Yes, please see the average returns. For 1 year, it is 5.09. For 3 year, it is 14.46. And for 5 year, it is 17.414. And same we are having in Nivesh Plus. So friends, returns are same. We are economical. As the fund grows in 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, we will become more and more economical. Because our FMC is only 1.35%. And whereas in mutual fund, the expense ratio is average on 2%. So the difference will be huge and huge as the fund grows 10 years, 15 years, and 20 years. The more time you keep in ULIP, the more returns will be there. In the coming 10 years scenario, when you compare, you will find Nivesh Plus much ahead of the mutual fund. So friends, next slide, please. So friends, if we are having equal returns, if we are having very, very economical expense ratio, why not we sell the Nivesh Plus to an extent? We are getting so many benefits, 8% to 10% while at the time of investing. And other than all those things, we have advantages of ULIP as discussed: cash deposit, credit card deposit, non-taxable proceed, insurance is there, switching facility is there, guaranteed returns from LIC is there. These are not there in mutual funds. What else? So at the end of this webinar, I urge to my all agent friends, advisor friends, that they can do their MDRT remaining 40, 50 days through these advantages in single shot or 2 shots or 3 shots or 4 shots. Next slide, please, Chaitanya. If you do, I request all of my friends, roadmap to MDRT through ULIP. Friends, if you feel that this webinar has added some value to the professional life, and if you are eager to know about the employer-employee, if you want to know about the mail order, NRI, MWP Act, please do one policy through employer-employee, through mail order, one policy of NRI, one policy through MWP Act, 10 policies of grandparents to their grandchildren, and 10 policies in cash, where there is no comparison. There is no comparison or any kind of competition from any other product. You are the only seller of these concepts. You are the only seller of this policy. You are only person to sell these concepts, beautiful concepts to the society. Why not do MDRT through these advantages? Only one policy of employer-employee, one policy of mail order, one policy of NRI, one policy MWP Act. MDRT is confirmed. So please adopt these advantages. Please accept all these advantages to sell in the market and make best use of it. Thank you, friends. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Vanishri madam. It is over now. So over to you.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Vinitji.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Wonderful insights, because these are things which we have never thought about. And to integrate ULIPs into this kind of a market with a technical comparison where we have shown the financial advantages also. It's a wonderful thing for everyone. So now we are open to questions. There have been certain questions on the chat box in Zoom as well as YouTube also. I think one of us would be narrating the questions, then it would be okay. If you would want to take a small break, sir.
No, it's over. No,
Yeah.
I have taken my water.
Because last time your throat was also bad.
Yeah, now it is okay.
Session.
I'm fine. No
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
So,
Vinitji, can you write down your number, please?
It is there in PPT?
yeah.
Okay. We will get.
Yeah, sure, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Vamshidharji, First, we should thank our technical expert, Mr. Vamsidhar, for enabling us. Though there was a small glitch in the program, in the YouTube link, because of which there was a slight delay, I think we made up for it. And now I request Vamsidhar ji to narrate the questions or to display, so that Vinit ji can answer those questions as quickly as possible without wasting much time. Mr. Vamsidhar. Sir, PPT will be shared through groups. You can contact, if you are an SBA, you can contact your zonal coordinator and they will be sending it and distributing it through groups. So Vinit ji has been very kind to share the PPTs with us previously also. We will forward the same. And on YouTube, you can repeatedly watch the program also. You can stop whenever you want and keep watching it so that you become an expert or you can understand whatever technicalities are there. So that thing is also there. And if somebody wants, somebody was actually stating about the Married Women's Property Act PPT also, which was previously shared. I think it can be shared through the zonal groups again, so that it can be passed on to other people. Vamsidhar ji, if you're there, please. Or Deepak ji, whoever is like
Yeah, I'm there.
giving the question.
Where will be recording?
Sir, recording will be there in YouTube. You can watch it repeatedly.
Not in group.
Not in group, sir. It will be displayed on the website, which is getting ready. The website is
YouTube
also
link.
getting ready and the recording will be provided through the website. Yeah.
Right now, the YouTube live is going
Right
on.
now it is there on YouTube. Whatever you are watching on YouTube live will be actually available to watch repeatedly.
Can we get YouTube channel number?
Yeah, the link which has been already provided, I think we will again paste it in the group.
It's in the chat also. It's in the
It
chat
is in the
also.
chat also. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vamsidhar ji. Yeah.
Yeah. Viniji, the questions are for you.
Yeah.
Mr. Sanjay Sharma is asking, all the questions they have received it on Google form. Okay. How can we capture the slipping market and build confidence in our agents to recap the market? One question.
Please repeat. Your voice is too low. Please speak loudly.
How can we capture the slipping market and build confidence in our agents?
Okay. So the confidence will come through because we have the exclusiveness in selling the employer-employee, mail order, MWP, cash, credit card. These itself will create the confidence because only we can sell. Because the HNI segment is left, because we always talk about the middle class, lower class. We are not going to the HNI segment. These things are specifically for the HNI. We must go to HNI because HNI people are not worried so much about the IRR, but they are worried about their money and the concept we are selling, like employee, mail order, all these. Please go to the HNIs with full confidence because there is no other competitor for you. No, there will be no competition from the mutual fund. Why don't you expertise in all these 4 or 5 concepts? Then the confidence will come itself. And second thing, the confidence, as I shown, you have the most economical policy of the Nivesh Plus. Returns are almost similar. You can use the PPT, show to the clients that the average return in the mutual fund is the same what we are having the Nivesh Plus. Yes, we will lack some kind of confidence in selling a regular plan in ULIP. To sell a regular plan in ULIP, we have to adopt these concepts what we have discussed today. If we go to the masses, we have to sell a single premium. We should have full confidence. We have the equal returns. But if we want to take the huge premium or the regular
The
policy,
next question,
go to the
Apnal Asadji Kushre, like she is asking, how do I automate SIP in LIC ULIPs if I have a lump sum amount and I do not want to jump into the market with corpus? It's a long question. I just read out the long question first. Okay. I mean, I want to systematically deploy my corpus funds every month in the equity fund ULIP and get the better of rupees cost averaging by monthly transfer of amount. Nivesh Plus and SIP and Endowment Plus, he's saying.
Yeah, for this, actually, we cannot have solution for all the problems.
Your voice
If you
is
want to
muted. Your
invest a
voice is
lump sum
muted.
because for him, mutual fund will be better. We don't have all the solutions. He
No.
must go to deposit
I think,
first.
Viditji, check yourself. Your voice is muted.
My voice of mute is just
No, it is audible. It is audible, Vamshi. It is audible. We are getting it.
For this particular, should I start?
It's coming.
Please, sir. Sorry for the interruption. Please go
For
ahead.
this particular person who want to invest in lump sum or through,
Please.
for him, it is best to invest in mutual fund, in a liquid fund, then transfer there through SWP in the whatever equity fund he want to do. This solution we don't have.
Transfer there to FWP. Whatever you want.
Okay. Can a proposer, am I audible?
Yes, now.
Yeah. Can a proposer surrender ULIP policies after 5 years lock-in period in case of child policies?
Yes.
If it is possible, in whose account will the amount be credited?
In the proposer account. If the child has not attained the age of majority, if he is less than 18 years, the amount will go to the proposer account. The amount will go to the proposer account if the child has not become major.
Okay.
I think it was
that is
already
advantage.
discussed in
That
the
is very big
PPT.
advantage.
Grandparents also, when Vinitji was talking about the grandparent proposing, I think it was already discussed.
Yes. And it is a huge opportunity for us. Grandparents having full control on the policy, taking on the life of grandchildren, taking a 10-time insurance, making it non-taxable on the maturity. So it is a great area for us. It is a huge opportunity for us.
And what is the timing for switching over and during present market, in which fund we should invest?
In ULIP, if you want to invest, go in the Nivesh Plus. If you want to invest simple in an individual way, go to the Nivesh Plus. And the timing of switching is totally individual. I can think in other way, you can think in other way. It is totally individual decision to switch whenever he wants.
I think, sir, he was asking about what is the minimum period within which we can switch.
Anytime.
Switch to the
We
other.
can switch anytime. Anytime we can switch.
Okay. So
just a minute, sir.
Yeah.
I think जो मेरे सज्जन भाई साहब बैठे हुए वो ये जानना चाहते हैं कि हम किस फंड में स्विच करें तो मेरे ख्याल से स्विचिंग फंड क्या कहते हैं म्यूचुअल यूलिप तो वही रहेंगे चाहे निवेश या कुछ भी हो लेकिन उसके अंदर जो फंड्स हैं बैलेंस फंड बॉन्ड फंड एक्सेट्रा उन्हीं तीनों चारों में हम स्विच करके जा सकते हैं बाहर नहीं जा सकते अगर हम बाहर जाएंगे तो दैट इज कॉल्ड रिडेम्पशन
Yes, absolutely.
Am I right?
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
सर मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि आज के डेट पे हम म्यूचुअल फंड अपना निवेश प्लस कौन से फंड में लगाएं?
Always invest in growth fund, and whenever there you see any kind of in the market disbalance in market, sometime COVID is there, sometime international pressure is there, war is there, and you understand that 2 or 3 months will be in a trauma, then you switch in a bond fund. But invest through equity fund, growth fund.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And one more question. In mutual funds, we find riskometer and other parameters like standard deviation, beta, etc. to evaluate risk involved.
MC, your voice is not very low voice there. Please make it louder.
Yeah. One gentleman is asking, in mutual funds, we find riskometer and other parameters like standard deviation and beta, etc. to evaluate the risk involved. is there any way to find relevant parameters to evaluate risk involved in ULIPs?
See, today's webinar is not about comparison. We are talking about the advantages what we have exclusively in ULIP. We are not comparing it. Where the alpha is there, beta is there, riskometer. We are not comparing. We have different product. So we have advantages where mutual fund cannot enter. We can only sell. Today's webinar is about this one. There is no question on the advantages we have discussed. I don't know. People are taking it another way. They are comparing it. It is not about comparing. It is about taking the cognizance of the advantages we are having in ULIP. Why don't they sell to NRIs? We are having advantage. Why they are not using MWP? Why they are not using mail order? We are having advantages. Don't start comparing.
Question. Sir, please give some highlights how to tap our NRI customer.
Pardon?
If you will help us, please.
Pardon? Can you be a little louder?
The approach for NRIs.
Yes.
What shall we do? Kya kare? How to approach?
See, as an SBA, if I am having 100 agents, let us say on an average, and each agent must be having one acquittance as NRI, 1 or 2 or 10 as NRI. So there are 100 or 200 prospects for us because we have to contact NRI whom we know earlier. We can send him the presentation that I can do your this ULIP plan sitting here. You need not come to India. I will sell. I can do here it only, which is not possible. There, the NRI is seeing the booming market of equity in India. In India, the market is doing very good. Equity market is doing very good. So he is interested. You are giving the solution that I can do here only. You need not to come to India. For mutual fund, you have to come. For me, you need not. I can do from here itself. That is the difference which I am focusing today.
Sir, how to find an NRI person?
To India.
Please, one by one, please.
If he has to come for mutual fund to India.
Pardon?
Hello?
Pardon? Yeah, repeat.
Asking whether does he have to come to India to take a mutual fund?
Yes. For mutual fund, he has to be in India.
Thank you,
For
sir.
mutual fund, he has to be in India. For ULIP, no need. We can do mail order. That is the difference. This is which I am pointing out.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, how can find out NRI person? Is there any website or any institutions?
See, either you have your website, mode of communication may be different, but the start of the selling a policy will be known people, or if you have platform, any website or any kind of app, you can show there itself. So the communication, how we find the NRI, this is another area of marketing. It is about if you know NRI, you can do this policy. So how to know the market is different. That is a marketing activity that VMC will take another time as a training.
Okay.
Done. No more questions.
Yes.
The questions over. And friends, if you have any questions, you can ask in even the YouTube channel. You can ask, and you will get reply also. You can mention. Or the Google form was given to you. Please fill the Google form. Any given point of time, you will get, because the purpose of this session is only to help our teams, our life insurance advisors, our officers, whoever is, to get acquainted why we are not selling properly, why we are unable to sell till now, because there was a fear of past. So now it's an effort to make sure that each one of us will be benefited, and we will talk to clients confidently, because in many ways we are much better than mutual funds. Just because we don't have acquaintance, we have neglected all these years. Let us do it. Okay. So any questions we can continue later, friends. Thank you so much.
सर प्लीज कुछ हमें इस बारे में बताएं कि
इसके बारे में
क्या ये अच्छा रहेगा कि हम यूलिप और अपने कन्वेंशनल प्रोडक्ट्स को मिक्स करके कुछ उसको बताएं एनआरआई कस्टमर।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, यू कैन डू, यस।
कौन सी चॉइस रहेगी सर आपकी तरफ से, कौन सी चॉइस रहेगी सबसे बेस्ट?
सी, good question. In the today's scenario, to sell our conventional products like Jeevan Anand, Jeevan Labh, it's very difficult. People either want a guaranteed product or they want a equity product. To sell a conventional plan is difficult. Either this way or that way, east or west. So either guaranteed or equity. People want short term, either this, equity and guaranteed. So in guaranteed way, in guaranteed products, we are very good products we are having, like Jeevan Utsav, very good products. Amrit Bal for children, New Jeevan Shri, we have very good products. And in equity, we have Nivesh Plus and other products of ULIP also. So you can give a combination. For regular, you can give a Jeevan Utsav or Jeevan Shri, and for single, you can sell Nivesh Plus. And if you're selling through employer-employee or mail order or to NRI, you can give any index plus also you can give, because he has no other choice to compare the IRRs.
Sir, I have requested for the employer presentation. Please send it to me. To my
employer-employee presentation can be sent, but you have to learn it. Employer-employee is will not be understood by through the
I will learn it from you, sir.
Yeah. From your mentor.
Definitely, I will learn from you, sir.
Yes. That is a huge. That will be very good in ULIPs.
Although I am not a business associate, I am CNABM. Still, I will learn from you, sir.
Sure. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
There will be another session which we can do exclusively on employer-employee. There were sessions on MWPA also. We can again do that. And of course, employer-employee MWPA was already done. So the PPT is readily available, which can be passed on to the zonal coordinators. It is already with them and it will be sent. And maybe if Vinit sir will consent in future, we can do another session on employer-employee also
Sure.
at a later date. So friends, I think if there are no further questions, we will hand it over to, please.
Just a minute, ma'am. I have one question. Okay, when I switch in another, and expenses will come, is considered as expenses at last time, or I want know about this कि जो हमारा प्रॉफिट बनता है उसमें से वो कंसिडर करके माइनस करेगा?
चलो मैं हिंदी में देता हूं। अगर आपने म्यूचुअल फंड में एग्जिट किया तो वो सेल ही माना जाएगा। ये माना जाएगा कि आपने अपना पोर्टफोलियो बेच दिया, और जो प्रॉफिट होगा उस पे
अगर मैं स्विचिंग का जो एक्सपेंसेस है,
स्विचिंग भी अगर इक्विटी से आप बाहर आओगे, चाहे बेच के आओ चाहे स्विच करो, इट इज डीम्ड, इट इज प्रेज्यूम्ड, यही माना जाएगा कि आपने बेचा है और आपको उस पर लॉन्ग टर्म कैपिटल गेन देना होगा।
ठीक है। मेरा कहना ये था सर कि स्विचिंग का जो एक्सपेंसेस है, expenses of switching is considered as the expenses right now, but is it less in time of capital gain? Switching expenses
कैपिटल गेन टैक्स ही तो पे को ही तो एक्सपेंसेस है। सपोज
कैपिटल गेन जो मेरा हुआ उसमें माइनस करा जाएगा?
नहीं आपने अगर स्विच आउट किया इक्विटी से तो कैपिटल गेन टैक्स ही तो लगेगा।
नहीं सर, एक्चुअली शायद
यूलिप में पूछ रहे हैं।
नहीं वीरेंद्र जी, शायद आपका पूछने का ये मत, सॉरी फॉर इंटरप्टिंग, इनका पूछने का शायद ये मतलब था कि स्विचिंग पे अगर जो एक्सपेंस कटती है, एक्चुअली सर आपको जो प्रॉफिट मिलती है वो एक्सपेंस कट के ही तो मिलती है।
नहीं वही तो स्विचिंग, जो मेरा स्विचिंग का एक्सपेंसेस है उसको एक्सपेंसेस मानेगा, उसको एक्सपेंसेस क्लेम हम कर सकते हैं ना।
एक मिनट, आप किसमें यूलिप में पूछ रहे हैं या म्यूचुअल फंड में पूछ रहे हैं?
नहीं मैं आई एम राइट नाउ इन यूलिप।
यूलिप में तो एक्सपेंसेस
है
लगेंगे। यूलिप में तो आप किसी फंड में रखिए सेम स्ट्रक्चर आएगा। यूलिप में चाहे आप बैलेंस फंड में रखिए, सिक्योर फंड में रखिए, फंड पे 1.35% चार्जेस लगेगा।
चलिए ठीक है सर।
ओके
डन। So friends, thank you so much.
सर स्विचिंग पे 1 मिनट वामसी, स्विचिंग पे ज्यादा चार्जेस नहीं लगेंगे ना? ओनली स्विचिंग का चार्ज एप्लीकेबल होगा ना सर, जो 100 रुपया अगर 4 स्विच से ज्यादा होता है तो
आफ्टर 4 switching.
आफ्टर 400 रुपीज पर स्विच, दैट इज द ओनली थिंग सर। स्विचिंग पे ज्यादा चार्ज नहीं है, पूरा साल में आपको 1.3% है। शायद इनका पूछने का ये मतलब था।
नहीं, मेरा कहने का मतलब मैं आपको क्लियर बता देता हूँ कि अगर मैंने स्विच किया और मुझे प्रॉफिट 2 लाख रुपए हुए और मेरे को पूरा टोटल स्विचिंग करने में मुझे 10,000 या 15,000 रुपए खर्चा हुआ, तो क्या 2 लाख प्रॉफिट में
खर्चा
से
होगा ही
10,000
नहीं ना, खर्चा कहाँ होगा? खर्चा होगा ही नहीं, यूलिप में कोई खर्चा नहीं होगा।
स्विच करने का खर्चा है ना सर, मतलब जो एक फंड से दूसरे फंड में, एक फंड से बैलेंस
नहीं
फंड
है
से
सर, नहीं है सर, यही तो बताना चाह रहे हैं। यूलिप
उसमें
में स्विचिंग का कोई खर्चा नहीं है।
अच्छा, कोई खर्चा ही
इट
नहीं
इज फ्री, कोई खर्चा नहीं है।
ओके 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 ओके, ठीक है सर।
Over to Mahendra.
ओके सर, कैरी ऑन कर सकते हैं।
महेंद्र जी नमस्कार। नमस्कार
महेंद्र जी प्लीज, महेंद्र जी, संतोष कुमार महेंद्र जी जो हमारे ऑल इंडिया कोऑर्डिनेटर हैं, वो प्रपोज करेंगे आइसबाफ की तरफ से वोट ऑफ थैंक्स।
ये अनम्यूट करना पड़ेगा
सर, प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ।
Yeah.
No, I have unmuted, yes.
Yes, now it's okay.
On behalf of the All India Senior Business Associate Forum, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each one of you who joined us live today for this power-packed session. Really, it's a great session, and I thank Mr. Vineet Paliwalji, my friend. He has done so much homework and fantastic presentation he has. And this power pack session roadmap to MDRT to advantages of ULIP is, I think it's an eye opener for all of us. First and foremost, my deep thanks to this great distinguished speaker, Mr. Vineet Paliwalji, for sharing such a practical, result-oriented and motivating presentation. This session, he has shown so many different angles for selling ULIPs. Actually, I personally was also not knowing so many things. So I'm really grateful to him for showing me that path. The clarity with which he explained the advantages of ULIP and comparison with mutual fund and how this can multiply our client value and sales efficiency has truly opened new horizons for every participant today. I would also like to thank our AISBAF organizing team, Vanishri Madam, Vamsidhar ji, Deepak Kataria ji, Manoj Pandey ji, for their relentless efforts behind the scene. From planning and promotion to smooth coordination. And Chitranjan Khandal. Yeah, of course. Chitranjan ji, I forgot the name. He was the main source of this display to all of us. Yeah. So coordination and technical arrangement. Ensuring this webinar reached thousands of SBAs and agents across the country. In this, I would remember Subhash Gangwar ji and Hemant Nagtode ji. Who made this session part of AISBAF training policy during COVID-19. A special note of appreciation to all the participants who took time of their busy Sunday to learn, grow, and sharpen their skills. Your enthusiasm and interaction make these sessions meaningful and successful. Let us now take the learnings from today's session and put them into immediate action. As the speaker has shown us so many different angles of selling ULIPs, so we should take advantage of all these. Let's use this momentum to inspire our teams, empower our clients, and achieve record-breaking premium collections in the coming 15 days to achieve MDRTs. Once again, thank you all for being part of this enriching learning experience. Stay connected with AISBAF Telegram channel for upcoming sessions and continuous professional development. Wishing you all limitless success, great health and MDRT level achievements. Actually, I have sent the gist of this meeting in the this All India groups. So you can take advantage of those bullet points from this my homework that is before you. When you will finish this webinar, then you can go through that. So thank you all. Jai AISBAF and Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jai Hind.
Thank you so
And
much.
good morning, all of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Paliwal
Mahendraji.
sir.
You
Thank you,
always,
Advantages.
make a gist so quickly. Sometimes I wonder how you and
Thank you.
Vamsidhar
Thank
ji
you very
can
much.
do all these things. So this is a wonderful contribution. See, in the All India Coordinator Group, Mahendraji has already posted the summation of the entire talk, actually, which is wonderful. I think you will also be surprised, Vinitji, when you look at it, that he has, taken down each and every minute detail also. And he has posted it on the group as a transcript for all of us to actually revise through. It's a wonderful thing. And I genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for, giving us an eye-opener session, which has given us so many different avenues and angles. And that is the reason why we wanted a repeat session again after 15 days. And it's wonderful, actually, and it's an honor. AISBAF predominantly is an educational forum, and we've been focusing on educating, empowering, and enabling our members and their teammates who are part of, taking our corporation forward. So it's a wonderful initiative, and we look forward to so many more wonderful sessions from our in-house experts like Vinit ji, who are, what we can say, a treasure of knowledge. Bhandar, जो knowledge का होता है, वो है ये सब लोग. So we are very grateful and thankful that, all of you are part of AISBAF. And my thanks to each and every member once again for attending the session today. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
And
My
thank
pleasure.
you,
My
Vamsi.
pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
आपने
Thank you
बहुत ही
everybody
अच्छा
for coming.
सेशन दिया आपने, और
Thank you
ये
so
आपका
much.
सेशन बहुत ही मीनिंगफुल और वर्थ वाले हैं. हम लोग इस पे बहुत काम करेंगे. एंड अगेन लास्ट टाइम आई वुड सैल्यूट यू.
Thank you. Thank you. Honored.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vamsi.
So, yeah. Thank you so much, friends.
Thank
we will just close the day and request all of you to please follow any instructions we will be posting in AISBAF Telegram channel and in this YouTube channel also. Next sessions. God bless you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare